I don't know what to say, but I will say that I am probably the president's #1 fan, and that's not going to change.
A newly surfaced viral clip has reignited controversy online, showing Nicki Minaj publicly declaring herself Donald Trump's #1 fan. This is the same artist who once feared deportation under Trump's administration, the same woman who condemned his immigration policies. Now, she's holding his hand, displaying a mysterious gold card and pledging hundreds of thousands of dollars in support. So what happened behind closed doors? The shocking declaration. On January 28, 2026, Nicki Minaj stood on a stage in Washington, D.C. and openly called herself President Donald Trump's biggest supporter. The 43-year-old rapper, known worldwide for hits like Anaconda and Super Bass, wasn't attending a typical political event. She was making a statement, one that stunned fans and sent shockwaves through the music industry. What makes this moment even more surprising is her past. Just 8 years earlier, Minaj had spoken out against Trump's family separation policies at the border, sharing her own experience of coming to the United States as an undocumented 5-year-old child. She had even rapped about her fear of deportation during his presidency. So what changed? Why would one of hip-hop's most influential female artists suddenly align herself with a president she once openly criticized? The answer involves a controversial immigration program known as the Trump Gold Card Visa, hundreds of thousands of dollars in promised donations, and a political shift so dramatic that even her most loyal fans are questioning everything they thought they knew about the Queen of Rap. But before we get into the backlash, the outrage, and the internet firestorm that followed, we need to go back to where this unlikely alliance truly began. Because Nicki Minaj's transformation from Trump critic to self-proclaimed #1 fan reveals something much deeper about celebrity politics, personal interests, and the price of loyalty in modern America. The summit and the statement. The Trump Account Summit was launched to introduce a new government initiative that would provide $1,000 to children born between 2025 and 2028. The goal was simple: give American families a financial head start by placing early funds into long-term savings accounts for their children. Major corporations like J.P. Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and BlackRock pledged to match government contributions for their employees' children. Wealthy donors, including Michael and Susan Dell, committed $6.25 billion to the program. By the time the summit took place, more than 600,000 families had already enrolled. But Nicki Minaj's appearance wasn't just about financial policy. For many critics, it was about something far more personal, and they argue far more self-serving.
Nicki Minaj. Come on. And Nicki makes a lot of cash. Not as much as Michael Dell. Not quite. Not as much. But that's okay. But Nicki makes a lot of money, and she's generously stepping up. She's investing hundreds of thousands of dollars in Trump accounts to support the children and really the children of her incredible fans.
Trump praised Minaj repeatedly, calling her the most successful female rapper of all time. The two held hands for nearly 30 seconds, a moment that instantly went viral. He joked about her long, shiny nails, saying he might grow his own to match. Then, in a moment that stunned viewers, he kissed her on the cheek. The image was striking. A president known for strict immigration policies standing beside an immigrant woman who once feared his deportation threats. When Minaj took the microphone, she made her stance unmistakably clear.
I am probably the president's #1 fan, and that's not going to change. And the hate or what people have to say, it does not affect me at all. It actually motivates me to support him more.
Her speech was brief but loaded with meaning. She pledged between $150,000 and $300,000 to fund Trump accounts for her fans' children, calling it the true meaning of paying it forward. She spoke about how early financial support can change a child's future, but what truly grabbed attention was her unwavering loyalty, framing criticism of Trump as bullying, dismissing backlash, and claiming divine protection over him. Then came the moment that fueled weeks of speculation. Minaj revealed what she called a Trump Gold Card Visa, later posting it online with the caption "Welp," adding that she was completing her citizenship paperwork as per my wonderful, gracious, charming president. She claimed the card was given to her free of charge. The evolution and the backlash. To understand why this moment felt like betrayal to so many fans, you have to understand Nicki Minaj's background. Born Annika Tanya Mirage in St. James, Trinidad and Tobago, she moved to the U.S. at age 5. By her own account, she entered the country without legal documentation. That experience shaped her early political views. In 2016, she rapped on Black Barbies, "Island Girl, Donald Trump want me, go home." In 2018, when the Trump administration separated more than 5,000 children from their families at the border, Minaj posted emotionally on Instagram, condemning the policy and referencing her own childhood fears. In 2020, she publicly stated she could not support Trump because of those very policies. So what changed? The shift began slowly, and then accelerated rapidly in late 2025. In November, encouraged by Nigerian fans, Minaj spoke at the United Nations under the Trump administration about violence against Christians in Nigeria. She began reposting Trump's statements on the issue. When LGBTQ+ fans expressed concern, she dismissed them, saying, "Imagine hearing that Christians are being murdered and making it about you being gay." In December, she appeared at Turning Point USA's America Fest, praising Trump and making controversial remarks about trans youth and women's sports. Former collaborators, including Kim Petras, pushed back publicly, saying, "Trans kids are healthy?" By the way, the backlash was immediate. Fans accused her of selling out. Others accused her of abandoning the LGBTQ+ community that once supported her. Calls for cancellation spread across social media. At the same time, conservative voices celebrated her shift, hailing her as bold and fearless. Meanwhile, other artists, including Bruce Springsteen, Ice-T, Billie Eilish, and Ariana Grande, took openly anti-Trump positions. Minaj, however, remained unmoved. She claimed the criticism only strengthened her support for Trump, calling detractors obsessed and portraying herself as defending him from unfair attacks. Speculation about her motives continues, from the gold card visa to concerns about her husband's legal history, though no proof has been presented. Final thoughts. What's undeniable is this: Nicki Minaj's transformation from Trump critic to his self-declared #1 fan marks one of the most dramatic political shifts in modern celebrity culture. Whether driven by genuine belief, personal benefit, global advocacy, or a mix of all three, her alignment with Trump has permanently changed how many people see her. The woman who once feared deportation now stands beside him, praising him, defending him, and claiming divine protection over his presidency. And whether her fans forgive her may come down to one question: was this about principle or profit? Let me know what you think in the comments. Click one of the cards on screen for more videos like this.